Hello. So I wanted to stay still for the tumbler. The thumbnail. Anyways, I wanted to talk about my weight loss journey. So if you haven't subscribed or anything, my name is Tashalee. I am an old lady. I am in my 30s. I am a mom. I am trying to be as raw as possible, so no makeup. I have gone through a lot of stress and anxiety, life, and I've always been a thicker, petite person. So not saying a big a big person. I've always been thick in the sense that I've had the curves in the right places. I have been in abusive relationships where I've gotten depressed, and that cortisol level just kicks in, and you just retain the fat in certain places, or your metabolism doesn't kick in. I am not a crazy person that eats a lot. I don't sit there like a lot of people are like, oh my god, you eat a lot. No, I don't eat a lot. I could go basically the whole day without eating, just because, well, at work or anything like that, I'm always on the go. On the weekends, you're always on the go. It's hard for me to keep consistency where I put like snacks in my bag, consistency with exercise or a plan or anything like that. So I have wasted a lot of time, money, effort throughout the last couple years with like programs and people and fitness trainers, etc. And there's things that do work and things that don't work. It's just like the mindset of you actually focusing and saying, hey, I'm gonna go lose that weight. Hey, I need to do this for myself. It's that self-care, that self-love, that self-motivation that actually helps. And I lost all that. I kind of just like gave up on that. I gave up on the walking and the I didn't eat the 5 meals a day. I was back to eating the 1 or 2 meals a day. Just doing the minimal stuff, and I found myself that so before I had my son in 2014, so 2013, I was like 125 pounds. I'm about 5'1", 5'2" the most. So again, petite, curves in all the right places. And 125 pounds is, great for that stature and all the BMIs and the doctors and the, it's good for the charts. So then after I had my son, I was 170, 170 pounds. After that, I felt like I was going through some phases of like the depression and more the anxiety, or I couldn't do everything that I wanted because I was so concentrated on my son. I was so concentrated on work. I didn't have that time for the self-care. I didn't have that time to go to the gym or leave him with anyone. I just couldn't. So I dealt with a lot of very bad issues with domestic violence, And I just had to realize, it took me one day to basically realize that I couldn't put my body through that anymore. Because if I am sitting here and I cannot breathe, if I am sitting just talking and I'm having panic attacks because I'm having a hard time breathing because my belly feels like I'm 8 months pregnant, and I'm not 8 months pregnant, but my belly stores fat, and everyone's like, are you pregnant again? No, I'm not fucking pregnant. It's just, unfortunately, life happens. But anyways, life happened. I grew a lot from the obstacles, and I am still growing, of course, and still learning about myself, because honestly, I've been in those relationships that were so long, and I focused on that person instead of myself. I focused on getting that person to the right place, making sure that they were okay. And when I realized, I'm like, okay, I didn't go anywhere. Like my mindset and like my placement and everything, I stayed the same. Like I didn't elevate in any way. Like I'm in my 30s and I'm supposed to be somewhere up here, and I don't feel that way. With anything, it's just like, what do you do when you just feel like literally like you are this person, you are living, you are focusing on things, you are getting stuff done, but you don't feel like you're in your body? So there comes like the self-care. You really need to do the self-care. Sometimes like I would just put on makeup just to do makeup. I didn't go nowhere. Just take makeup. I know some people take pictures, put on makeup, take pictures, call it a day. And that was my little like 20 minutes of just having a little bit of time and space. Sometimes I didn't have that. I felt like I was trapped in my own skin. And for the last maybe like so 2018, I started to learn about myself and realize that yes, I could not breathe. I could not walk 10 minutes without feeling like my body ached. I was getting really, really bad migraines. I was just, my body like physically just was shutting down in some sense. And then I needed to focus a little bit on myself. So I just kind of froze and decided, okay, I'm gonna take, an hour, sacrifice a couple things, take an hour a day, go to therapy, go do something for myself, try to do something for myself. Which I don't do my nails because I think for me it's a waste of money, because I'm always cleaning something. I'll clean the bathtub, the toilet, the dishes. A lot of women who have very nice nails don't do a lot of labor work. Some do. Some definitely do, because I did do I used to have nice nails, but I use that money for something else. It's just I would do it for special occasions, not like an every week thing, because I would rather spend that money on something for my son, or like an outing, you know, I'll take you to movies, I'll take you there, you know, some type of like live in the moment type of thing. And again, constantly cleaning something. Yes. And when you have my son has sensory disorders, sensory processing disorder, so that also took place when I used to have longer nails. It became like I didn't know that I was causing, like every time I touched him it was bothering him, because his skin is different than my skin, and if I touch him like this with the, and you know, like regular touching or something like that, he will like, the nails will like freak him out, like that touch, it's like no. So I keep my nails short. Once in a while I'll be like, can I do my nails? I mean, it's weird asking your little one to do your nails, but he's like, yeah mommy, do just don't get them like, you know, crazy stilettos or something, because I don't want you to poke me, which is sad and cute, but yeah. So yeah, back to, so yes, so then I started going through like this crazy stress where I got like this really bad allergy reaction to everything in the world. So I had like this, instead of having like my skin test came out negative, I wasn't allergic to anything supposedly, but I was taking anti-inflammatories at that time. Then I developed some weird, so if I smell the pollen, the allergens stay inside of like your nasal cavity, and then it creates like the hives and such. Some people get allergies by just touching things, or it's just different. So my ears felt completely full. I was like, my hearing was going, like I lost like a little chunk of hearing. Just and every time like you went to the hospital, they would be like, you need to lose weight, your stress is really high, yeah, just do that. And I'm like, no, I'm losing my hearing, I can't see, I can't focus, I can't do this. And you being a young person, they're like, oh my god, you're drug seeking. I don't like medication. No. So I'm like, okay, so what is it that you want me to do? Because you're making me take all these like crazy different type of generic anti-inflammatories and sprays and eardrops and all these like Claritin, Zyrtec, just pretty much everything in the pharmacy and everything generic that's prescribed. And it was like literally like every week I was prescribed something else, and I was like, this is crazy, I can't afford buying medication like this. And inhalers cost a lot of money. So at one point my insurance was like, what the hell, like they were charging me full price for the inhalers, and I'm like I can't do this, because literally like it would be like one inhaler of Qvar, Advair, ProAir, this, like I was like on so much medication. So then I was just like, okay, let me just try to lose some weight, and it just was not coming off. I went to the gym. I was on that treadmill for 30-40 minutes. I was walking during lunch. It just was not coming off. And I'm like, what is going on with me? Like literally there's something going on with me, because I cannot take this weight off. So then this year, 2019, and the beginning of the year was horrible. So May, June, so let's say June. So in June 2019, I decided that I was just gonna do it. I was just gonna try to weight loss again, try to exercise, try to focus, try to concentrate on my self-care, try to decrease the stress, let the energy be out there and not be around that negative energy, which I've been doing the year prior, and it was working so wonderful. The beginning of the year again was very hard, and then I started losing weight, and then the second week of June, I decided to take out my Nexplanon, so like the birth control that goes right here, because I was like, what is going on? Maybe that's like my last straw. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the damn birth control that's doing something to my body, because I don't know what it is. So I took that out on June 10th. Then I started gradually losing weight. So at that time, like late May, I was 230 pounds. Again, I am 5'2". So it was a lot. It was a lot of weight on my body. My ankles hurt. Everything hurt. Like, it was like I had to do stretches before I left the bed. It was really bad. I've never been that heavy in my life, so it was taking a toll on me. Like, for you to lose your hearing, get really bad migraines to the point that you would not see, that's just a little bit. So I did take the next one out. I started losing weight little by little. There's some other things, but then my doctor put me on a plan. I haven't really followed through with the exercise part, I'm not gonna lie. I have been doing the intermittent fasting, so I only eat from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. If I do end up cheating, like if it's like a Saturday and I go to someone's party, I try to work my schedule around that, so I only have a window, like an 5-6 hour window of eating. That way, if the party is at 7 at nighttime, and I know there's gonna be food and I have to socialize and be present, I would eat later in the day. That way, things will be in the same, time frame. So since doing that, I literally started losing weight. So the next one was out. I was seeing my doctors, every month to make sure that I was losing the weight, that my stress and everything was okay, that life was okay. And then I started seeing the weight going down. So I haven't gotten on the scale today, but the last time I checked, it's October 2nd. The last time I checked, I was 186 pounds. So I have lost a lot of weight. I have gone from a 2X to like wearing a size 18 back to sort of fitting in 12s, fitting in size 12. My size 12 is kind of like, if I wear the jeans like throughout the day, they kind of like start doing the wiener thing where the pants look like they're too big on you. So I started wearing now I'm back to like large and extra large if I want to, do the oversized look. So I have lost a lot of weight. I have shrunk a lot, so inches, everything. So I definitely need to incorporate exercise. I definitely need to incorporate a routine. Again, I am not a consistent person. It just irritates me to be like, I can keep a routine for my son, but it's just something like I can buy things for people. I can go out and personal like shop for other people and buy you great gifts and stuff, but when it comes to me, like, I just can't do it for myself, like, for some reason. Does anyone have that problem? Because I do. So yeah, so I have done that. So for my birthday in September, early September, my mom gifted me the Flat Tummy Tea set. I was like, ooh, okay, nice. She gifted me like the whole set, which was really, really nice. I have not, again, I'm a procrastinator when it comes to taking things, medication, programs, all that stuff. I have not been consistent. Like, literally, she gave it to me the week before my birthday, which was like this last week of August, and I was supposed to start the first week of September, and I have literally used the thing a couple times. So I've been actually, I only use the powder, the protein shake, once. But I'll talk about that later. Oh, in another video, that's fine. But I have been doing the Flat Tummy Tea for the last 3 days. So it's an active kickstart your body tea. I have not opened the cleanse because, again, I suck at being a procrastinator. And my mom forewarned me that this will make you poop. So since I don't know my schedule for the week, I don't know how I would take that. So the active tea, the Flat Tummy Tea, when you first start taking it, I like the taste. It tastes like light peppermint, licorice. It's good. It's pleasing. I have tried other diet teas, some that are not great. But this one it's good. She gave me this wonderful tea infuser cup, and I love it. It literally keeps your freaking tea very hot, and I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be like 15 minutes later. Okay, cold. No. I burnt my tongue. Yeah. Yeah, so it's really good. I have noticed that definitely the last couple days, like, I was like feeling gas. So it does reduce the bloating and stuff, but you're gonna feel like your intestines are kind of like waking up. Not in the sense that it's pain like the magnesium citrate or anything like that, like if you ever tried that, nothing like that. Or like the ballerina tea where you drink it and you poop in your life away. It's not like that. So it kind of just like, you can feel it in the sense that like it makes you fart. Like it makes you like, hello, wake up, we're gonna start working your insides. So I think so far it's great. Again, I haven't tried it enough to be like, okay, oh my god, let me show you my stomach. No. I posted a picture on my IG of like my stomach. When I lose like 10 more pounds, every time I lose 10 pounds, I'll like post something. So when I go to like 178, I'll post something. Like, I'll keep doing that. So again, I'll try the cleansing one. Maybe, no, I have something to do this weekend. Like maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do this cleansing one tomorrow. And I'll post something on my IG to let you know if I died. It's just like a lot of cleansing teas really take a toll on people. So I hope it doesn't. But yeah. When taking this tea, it makes you super thirsty. So they have an iced tea that comes with the set, but I haven't used it, so maybe I should do it. Maybe again, I should incorporate everything I know. I will try. But definitely I have noticed that reaction, that it makes you feel like your stuff is moving. It gives you a little bit more energy, like you want to focus, you want to do the exercise. So I've been kind of like doing a little bit here and there. not to the max. But yeah, and definitely makes you have gas, at least for the first couple days. But yeah, it lets you know that your system is still working, your colon is still working. But yeah, so the point is just try to have that self-care. Try to take an hour. It's easier said than done. I have worked hard enough to have my son have some structure where he can be independent for a little bit, with of course supervision. He's only 5. He just turned 5. But you need to do it for yourself, because if not, you know, if you have heart disease and diabetes and thyroids and, you know, cholesterol and cancer and all these things in your family history, you have to get healthy. So someone is making noise in my house. So anyways, take care of yourself, do a little bit of self-care. I will work on doing this tea for a whole week, and I will let you know how it works. Hopefully I lose like 2 or 3 pounds in the next week, because I am going to do the exercise part. And I will hit you up, or see you next time. Bye.